Saturday, 3-day weekend, Labor Day weekend. I am going to the Arizona Black Rodeo, which is in Scottsdale. I forgot what that place is called. I want to say Westgate. No, Westgate is on the west side. Westworld. Yes. I have glitter under my eyes, so I'm good. Because it's gonna be all over my face. It might be a washout at this point. Yeah. So yes, I wanted to go years before, but I've always, it sells out fast because it's like all the black people they sign up. It sells out fast, and so the people I go to the happy hour with, they have a section tonight because it was last night, 2 shows today, and I guess an extra show tomorrow because so many people. A different black organization that I've gone to one of their events, more than one of their events. They had this section last night, so I do not have a cowboy hat, so we're gonna start with that. I was gonna get one. It's gonna be like $30, but I'm like, I'm really gonna only wear this hat once. I'm like, when am I ever going to ever wear this hat again? So I'm like, I could have, but yeah. And then we have a hat store in downtown Phoenix called Straw and Wool, black owned. So a lot of people are going there. Those hats are more expensive. Again, I'm only gonna wear this hat once. I am not doing all of that. So I'm wearing this shirt right here. I have a kind of a brown belt on. I got a pedicure this morning, but I'm putting on my boots that I usually save for when it's cooler, because I don't want nobody stepping on my toes, because they're gonna be wearing cowboy boots. I'm like, you step on my freaking pedicure, I'm gonna be upset. Okay, I digress. So, new product alert. I have the new primer, the Fenty Beauty Grip Trip Mattifying Blurring Primer. So, it came the other day, but I was like, I'm not gonna reveal it till today. And some of you already knew. It says Fenty on there, but you can't see it even without the lights. It's in white, so you're not gonna see it. But this is what it looks like. And apparently, it's skincare and makeup at the same time. So, like that. That's what the pump looks like. I'm gonna move this. I don't know why this is sitting here. I'll be looking for that later, I bet you. So let's get to doing it. Let me first do what I usually do in my face. This is just sweat. I did sleep with the AC on, so for my nap, I took a quick nap. So let's, of course, gotta prime it first, because nothing ever comes out right away. So it looks like that. So we can start the nose. And work our way outward. I'm gonna flip my mirror so I can see if I details a little bit more. Okay, yeah, my face definitely feels drier. Or I just put it. I didn't read how many pumps you're supposed to put, but I'm just trying to get all the areas. Because my foundation is not a matte foundation. Thought about it, but then I was like, okay. Like I said, it has a faint smell. I'm probably putting on too much, but every video I've seen, you can put it all over. You don't have to just put it in your T-zone. It's 103, by the way, so it's still warm enough. I'm gonna run the AC, but it's still warm enough to sweat. Okay. Yeah, I could feel the dryness as I was putting it on. I could feel it, definitely. I don't know about the grippingness. Everything with me, gripping doesn't usually, I can never tell. And then I'm still gonna do my usual because again, it's 103. I was like, what is that pile there? Oh, I'm not taking those with me. I'm still using a Micole. I did not go to Sephora today to see what was there. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, my face feels very dry. I'm like, but now I'm like, I don't know if it feels too dry. But I'm just trying to T-zone like I normally would. These eyebrows also. I used, what is the eyebrow peel off tint today, this morning. So that's what you're seeing. Got it off of, I know I just hit the thing. Got it off of, I know that's too much. Amazon. Came this morning. Heard about it last night. Ordered it. Came this morning. Put it on this morning before my pedicure. Okay. I didn't leave. You're supposed to leave it on for 2 hours. I did not leave it on for the full 2 hours. So otherwise it would be darker, but at least now it gave me this compared to if y'all have seen my eyebrows without, I think. If not, I'm sure there's a video before I have done them or I've done them on camera. So I'm just making them a little darker right now. Like I said, I didn't leave it on like I was supposed to because I had to go my pedicure, so it was like 15 minutes I left it on. But I have a guideline at least to kind of, somebody said it doesn't actually last 3 days like it claims to. I'm like, okay, we'll see. I'll probably do it again tomorrow when I go out. So, but yeah, definitely give me a guide. Then I have to clean them up anyway, so. This is a song, I don't know why it's stuck in my head. Is it Teddy Swims? No, I think it's Jelly Roll. The I'm Not Okay song? And I'm like, why is that song in my head? I'm like, is he coming to town or something? Maybe I heard something on the radio. I know Pitbull and them are coming again. And Genuine. I think November I heard about. And somebody else. I forgot who else. I don't say Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was here Friday or last night. And I didn't realize that till like about 3 p.m. I looked up the cost of the seats and I'm like, yeah, I don't. There's like 2 songs I want to hear by Lil Wayne. I'm not paying all that money and driving all that way just to hear those 2 songs. So yeah, I didn't go. None of the girls went either. That is not the right side. Oh. I think kind of the rodeo's in a way more of a fashion show kind of thing as well. Like literally every video I've seen, girls are wearing shorts. I don't wear shorts, but these are skinnier girls. Mind you, you don't have to be skinny to wear shorts. Getting my pedicure, I saw this lady. Definitely was not skinny, wearing shorts. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not judging. Anybody, if you feel comfortable wearing shorts, wear shorts. I'm not a person that wears shorts outside my house unless I've had some kind of surgery where putting pants on takes too long or it's too hard. And then they're like gym shorts, long gym shorts. Otherwise, I don't wear shorts. I just don't. Like I said, do what you want. It's your body, what have you. But anyway, a lot of girls, they're, cute and little and everything. And so they got the jean shorts, the cowboy boots, and like a tank top on or whatever. So I was just watching the videos for that to see what people were wearing. Let's see. I should have did that before while I was doing my eyebrows. Let me how to set that now. We are using Mented. So the Skin by Mented foundation stick. This is an M30. Hopefully it's still my color. I have not worn it during the summer yet. I used to wear D10 before they went out of business and came back. There's also a BOGO, buy one get 50% off sale right now. Let's see, it's Labor Day 50 plus my code, which is DreaMag15. Put them together, discount. So get your discount on for Labor Day. Okay, looks like it might be still my shade. Because, you know, I've got bronze here during the summer, so. Actually, it doesn't feel that. I was like worried about being matte, too matte or whatever, but now it feels like, feeling, hydrating or whatever, and not for to due to how hot it is or whatever. But no, I'm like, no, feeling it, it's fine. I was in Ulta today picking up another brow pencil because it was half off. And so I was looking at stuff that was in there. Let me take this off my screen. That was in there that I might, you know, want one of the other 21 Days of Beauty. And basically see how old some of the foundations is. So they have one Fenty foundation in my shade, and it's at least a year and 9 months old. So I'm like, okay. Because if I order it, you know, I kind of want to know what they were going to take off the shelf, kind of thing. And, you know, compared to how old it is. I haven't tried the other stores yet. That store didn't have Bobbi Brown, so if I wanted the Bobbi Brown foundation, I'd have to. I know Sephora. Does Sephora carry Bobbi Brown? I don't know. The other Ulta though, that I usually go to as well, they for sure, I know they have Bobbi Brown. I'm trying to think when that foundation came out. I think that's been out a year, so that's probably gonna at least be a year as well. Okay. So on this, when it settles, which is why I'm going back and forth right here on my cheeks, because I can see right there it's kind of blending in. But yeah, it's not really hydrating as much as I was saying, but it's cream. It's a cream foundation. So going with the sun, usually I get this nice, eventually it settles, it melts, it looks perfect. But I also gotta realize it's 100 something, so that's why I don't wear it that much during the summer. Okay, let's do, of course, we're gonna do Mented concealer in Happy Hour. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've been to a rodeo. No, I've been to a powwow because I grew up in Arizona. So, Native Americans, you know, on reservations with us. So I've been to a powwow. I've been to a rodeo, I don't remember. I'm gonna warn you right now, I hope this video isn't that long, but it might be longer than I would like. I always try to cut it down regardless to take some things out if I can. So just know that it could have been longer, kind of thing. My goal is always to be like under 45 at least. Not talking, I could probably do this in a good 20, 30 minutes. How can you use that? Yeah, yeah. They're playing all the Captain America movies today. Well, not Brave New World, of course, but the First Avenger, and then Winter Soldier. Right now, this is Civil War, so Civil War is on right now. And then they're going to Galaxy of Guardians of the Galaxy, isn't this? Because again, they're not showing Brave New World. That's too new for them to be putting on TV yet. I mean, yeah, it could be on the Disney Plus channel, but like network TV, no. So after the pedicure, so I specifically said who I wanted, and he wasn't there. They gave me somebody else. I was like, she said my name once. She kept saying my name wrong, which is fine. But I was like, is she saying my name? And that's probably why. She probably like, why is she not responding if it's me? And I'm like, because you're not the person who's supposed to be doing my pedicure. So I was like, wanting to know. I mean, I still gave the same tip I would give the other dude, but I'm just like, who the hell are you? I was like, okay. And then he came in later, so maybe he didn't want to do early mornings, and so she ended up getting me. I'm like, she wasn't bad or anything. She's very, put your foot up here, put your foot down there, kind of thing. I'm like, okay. Flat, put your feet flat, relax. Because I guess my foot, she's trying to scrub it or whatever. Mind you, my calluses went out as bad as they usually are when I go in there, because I have been doing them at home, like scrubbing, pumicing. So she wasn't like aggressive, but she's very like, I'm like, okay. Very nice. And then at the end, she's like, okay, wait 10 minutes or whatever. So I figured it was like 10 minutes. And the thing is, I can never get the armrest up. I don't know why I can't. And so she saw me. So I was trying to slide out the chair, and she saw me. She was like, wait. She came over. I'm like, I already knew my nails were dry by then. But they put your slippers or your sandals or whatever on your feet for you. Just in case not that. One of my toes, like some of my toes, like to kind of touch, so she had to read it. I need to clean up one because she did catch it before, but she didn't catch it again. So I'm like, okay, I'll just do that. Like I said, we were on closed hope. It's gonna be hot. I have to keep my flip flops or my sandals in the car. I'm like, where am I going after this? I'm not. They have a lot of after parties. I'm like, I'm not going. One, I don't want to pay like $40 for an after hours after party, and then I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm like, if y'all want to go to, somebody wants to go to dinner, which I doubt there'll be anybody that I'm close enough with that I would go to dinner with. Again, it's not them, it's me. I'm gonna put the blush on now. Danessa, we're doing this one, and I can smell it right now. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying, I can smell the clay. Because these things, they're like so-called, they say they're limited or whatever, and I'm like, I'm definitely getting my money's out of this. So I'm just taking a brush, going like that. And I'm like, I don't even know if that's getting in there. You might need to use a different brush. Okay, there we go. Can y'all see that? Because I cannot. You might just have to use the powder instead. Okay, I kind of see some there. Yeah, because it's, I said it's still pliable. I guess the burrito people, the pop-up burrito people, supposed to serve today, and they couldn't because of family emergency. I was like, I thought y'all weren't doing it until next week anyway, which I might not be available for. So I was like, I wasn't thinking about this weekend. So I'm like, you didn't really hurt my feelings, because the last time they had it, I missed it by like 10 minutes, and I was like, what was I doing for me to get out there late? When I set it, which I don't need to set it, but it'll be a little darker. Okay, yeah, it's definitely a little drier than it used to be. But it always moves like that, so. Maintenance must be doing something, which is Saturday, so it must have been a big deal. Half of the parking lot is still flooded. You can kind of park on the other side now, but the other half is still. And I'm like, y'all didn't call nobody out before this weekend? So, yeah. Like, y'all are slacking. Okay, let's blend out this concealer. And there's another song that stuck in my head. It was on the radio this morning when I got in the car. Ordinary. I'm guessing that's the name of the song. I don't. Let's see right there. That right there. That might be a combination of me being irritated by something. Probably the way I put on that freaking primer. I'm not blaming the primer on the way I put it on. Because I did kind of put on excessively a little bit. Yeah, it was Ordinary, something, something, eventually Dead and Buried. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I can't sing, but I think it's called like the Ordinary song. It sounds like it's kind of religious in a sense. I don't know if it is, but it's on mainstream radio. I like the song. It's catchy. I don't know what it's about. It could be subliminal or something for all I know. Then foundation brush, blend these edges. Okay. So this is just a 7 gates open right now. So I'm trying to, instead of aiming towards getting there 7, trying to get there 6:30. And parking is $10 cash, which I'm glad the organization that I'm sitting with sent out that email, because I'm like, I was wondering when this parking and knowing that it's cash, because I've had a $10 bill in my pocket for a couple of weeks now, and I almost broke it this week, but I'm glad I didn't. So I was sitting there waiting for this. I guess our section is sold out, and the rodeos, like I said, is sold out every year. And I was looking last night, I'm like, it didn't look sold out to me, but I don't know if last night was sold out, but I was like, okay. But it also depends on when that video was taken. And then you can sell tickets, and the thing is non-refundable, so if you then don't end up going, and it's one of those things like, you need to buy them as soon as they go on sale, because it sells out fast. People are always asking later, are there any extras? Like, literally every year, somebody will ask that. Like, that's what I said this year. I was like, glad I got on the ball early. Didn't put it off, like usually I would have. I'm gonna take this. This is the contour one, kind of like this. Now let's. Okay. Yeah, pedicure. Then I went to store. I realized I had a lot for my suitcase, in a different suitcase that I'm not taking when I go on my trip. Pretty much I was doing a lot of things I've been meaning to do today. And so, but the thing is, I don't know where the key is to that lock. So I had to go buy another lock. 2 locks and there's a key. I'm like I said, I don't go anywhere. Like I used to go places. I haven't been anywhere since the last time I traveled. It is Israel, 2014, when my aunt passed away. So she lived in New York. I want to say 2017. So yeah, I haven't been anywhere since 2017. And then I also went to North Carolina / South Carolina to visit an ex. I want to say around that time as well. Or something. That's pretty much those 2 trips the last time I've gone anywhere. So that's why I was like, I don't go anywhere for me to really, like, I had to look up stuff. I'm like, are we still getting to the airport 2 hours ahead? And then how I'm getting there, because I could pay for parking. I don't want to pay for parking, it'd be like $80. It's probably, oh, that's not that much. I don't want to pay $80. And then or I'm like, okay, light rail. When I go on a trip or whatever, I like to plan ahead. And be like, why are you planning that far in advance? I'm like, I'm just trying to get an idea. And they were like, the light rail doesn't run till whatever time. It won't be running. So I'm like, okay, that's not an option. And then I don't even know coming back. I didn't look to see coming back. And then, because I've already decided, but yeah, so I'm taking Uber or Lyft there. And I looked up the prices, whatever, to see how much the airport or whatever. Because I live like 20 minutes from the airport, and I know that because when my mother takes the bus up here, and the bus station is near the airport. And I know it takes me 20 minutes to get there, so. I do not have the Mented setting powder. There is a Mented setting powder. I wish that when it was in store, they had just bought it so I would know how it works. Versus, like I said, I'm fine. I love my Ami Collet. I love my LYS. But I just don't want to, I haven't bit the bullet and bought it yet. I'd probably get medium deep for, I don't see enough people using it, but I follow Mented or whatever, excuse me. But still, it's still kind of, you know, the little indie brand still. So certain things I'm just like, okay, I know, tried and true. I'm like, and again, y'all need to try this stuff in Phoenix. I need to know. Yeah, it sets, but it's Phoenix settable kind of thing. Where is, okay, let's look at bronzer. I changed what bronzer I was using last minute, so we're using Mented, of course, out of office. Because we're getting those last summer glow look. This is perfect for that. Was still a thing in here? Because I heard something fall earlier, and I'm like, maybe that's what was the plastic that was in here. I don't know if I lost it a while ago or just recently. Again, we're going to start at the bottom because the most comes out as soon as I put it on. And you see that glow right there. Like, I don't have to go back in at all. And I did tap some off on my hand. Then let's close that. I'm going to put for nose contour. I'm not going to even bring out the yeah, that was enough. I don't have to. Like, I'm bronzed. Okay, let's go with the Danessa. I was going to use the Mented blush as well, but I'm going to stick with Danessa. So she has a setting spray coming out this week. I want to say the 3rd. And it's like a powder. So instead of using powder, you can use it. And I'm like, Danessa, everybody's putting out setting sprays. I'm like, okay, I am running low on my LYS. And then this is pretty much while it's hot. I still have plenty in here, but while it's hot, that's what I have. And I'm like, basically, I'm just trying to tell y'all that I am going to get it. That's my way of saying that. Yeah, because she's like, I have powders, but, and she has a setting spray. She doesn't, I've never seen her use it. She has, like I said, but she's like, it's in place of powders. So I'm like, okay. Kind of like sunburn. But yeah, because she likes to do radiant, glowy, dewy looks. Like in all the models she uses, she does that too. Because I'm like, if I was ever there, I'd be like, I don't want to be dewy or radiant, so use your powders. Mattify my face. Like, I know you're this groove, you're great and everything, but mattify my face. Because realistically, you do everyday wear, I'm like, I would not be wearing it like that. Can't hug nobody. Again, I live in Phoenix. It's also hot. I'm like, New York? Yeah, that probably is perfect for New York, but yeah, no. Okay. So again, that's Bliss in her Blooming Romance palette. Like I said, I had it. I'm like, let me use it. It's definitely limited edition. Like she has a sale, it's 30% off right now. It might be sold out on that website. Don't quote me on that, but it might be. And I know sometimes, like, what do you call them? Sephora may not have it either. When they say limited edition, sometimes I'm just like, okay. Before I set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in from Natasha, Denona, and finish my eyes real quick. That was, what color was that? That's transition. That was smoke, so let me go with smoke. But yeah, that's a lot for smoke. And I'm going to go in with, what color was that? That's crease color. I don't need to use that for crease color. The transition color. This is Natasha Denona Glam Face palette. Which I believe is also, there's a sale with Natasha, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, with Danessa at 30% off, I'm like, okay. It's almost like, do I rebuy things? I have that tint, so I'm like, I don't need another tint. And then I was like, I'm gonna put on the, what you call it, finishing powder first. Okay. It's a lot. Let me pat some of that off there before I even pat it off my hand. Sometimes I see the line still, like this lighter there, so I know I'm not pound right there enough. That's why I went in so aggressively right there. Probably like, oh damn. Like, yeah. And the thing is, I didn't put it on top like I usually do as well. I just went right into the thing. But yeah, so Danessa has a one coming. But anyway, the 30%. The thing about that is, there's also a highlighter on the Natasha one, so I'm just like, I can't see that, so I'm just coming closer. And I barely used this because I was like, I know I've touched this before, but the fact that I couldn't tell. So I'm like, let's go ahead and break this bad boy out. I need to change my contacts. I'll do that this week. It's a new month, new set of contacts. I don't usually do it like that because I don't have that many to be switching out. But when my eyes be bothering me, I'm like, that is why. Um, I don't know if y'all know who Lee Pace is. He's in Guardians of the Galaxy. You doesn't look like himself in there, so you wouldn't know anyway. He's been in other stuff. But he's very tall, and this person I follow on Instagram, Blakely Thornton, is definitely loves him. And but yeah, he's a attractive young man. I'm looking at it almost like, do I need to go in with the other? And I should have kept that too. Because I'm looking like I'm good right now. But yeah, her setting spray, I'm just like, okay. But especially like a powder, she showed different ways of how to use it. So I'm like, okay. Yeah. It's like, damn, you did this. And then Mario, Makeup by Mario, is has a new foundation coming out. Because the other one, the Shrill Skin Satin one, apparently is luminous, and it wasn't supposed to be for like oily skin people. I'm like, when did you say that, Mario? Mind you, when did I ever... I could only use it during the winter, so I was like, I never bought it because I have a package on its way. The text, it's not here. But I was like, you never said that. I could only wear it during the winter, which was like 2 months a year. And I'm like, I'm not buying a foundation for 2 months a year, so that's why I never bought it. And I only used samples, and I was kind of in between shades, 24 N and 25W. I never really knew which shade I was. We have Maybelline Color Sensational in 150, which is brick red. This is like $6.99, something like that. Cheaper than that, possibly. It goes with my lipstick. I didn't have one in this particular shade, so that's why. I did swatch a lot, so that's why I bought it. Otherwise, I would have tried to make my other ones work. But he has a new one coming out where it's a matte, so it's for the oily people. And I'm like, okay, it looks like, at first I was like, oh, okay, it looks like I'm definitely 24N, but now I'm like, because the way they keep showing, but the photos, the people, the model they use for 24N, 25W, I'm like, is that the same person? I can't tell. I have to look at it again, but I'm like, okay, if that's more matte, but I don't need people to start coming out with foundation, especially just before these sales, because I was getting Bobbi Brown and a Pro Filter. I'm like, I don't know, Maya, and I need to see people use it. So it's like, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just saying I'm not. I'm not. So with that, let me do my lip liner. And yes, you could use a brown lip liner, but I was like, I don't want to use this lipstick with a brown lip liner. And this is not a new lipstick. It's just, I don't wear it that often, even though I do like it. It's a red, obviously. Either that or, I was putting lip gloss on. So Makeup by Mario, Rockefeller. Yeah, they say blot and then reapply. So we're not taking this with us. This should be good. If I do, I'm just gonna take like a gloss or something. Okay. Reason why I wanted the lip liner is because alone that looks great, but it's going to move. So that's why I especially was looking. I asked ChatGPT. I was like, what lip liner goes with this? Of course, none of Mario Makeup by Mario's lip liners go with Rockefeller. And it kept suggesting some other. I'm like, that's not the same color. So finally, I was like, what drugstore lip liners? And then once I figured out what color Rockefeller was considered, it's considered a brick red. So I said, what brick red lip liners would go with Rockefeller? It came up with that one, the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in 150, which is brick red. Again, I have other red lip liners, but they were not going with this. Because you see, it's the same brick red. To me, it's a little slightly burnt sienna. It's not there yet, but it's slightly leaning that way. I realized I didn't do that, so that would have been on my teeth. So that's why I was like, I wanted the right lip liner, because so often I have lip liners that later I see the lip liner when I see the photos. And so I'm just like, I want one that matches the lipstick I am wearing. I just got a Nude Lala for Mented. I have the Nude Lala lipstick, and I was using the Night lip liner, but they have a Nude Lala lip liner, so I got that one. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's gonna definitely match. Versus, using a brown lip liner for everything, and then I don't like the brown lip liner showing, so I go over it, which is probably not people's intention of what you should be doing, but that's what I do. All right, let me stop rambling and put these earrings on, so I don't have to edit this down too much. My face feels nice. It looks definitely matte. Again, we know it's not dry matte. Wait, usually I'd be like, damn, I look way too matte. It looks good matte. So let me change my shirt real quick, and then I can go. So with the belt, I was gonna not possibly tuck it in, but it shows the belt as well. I should have got one of the ones with big. There's a store called, I want to say Cowtown or whatever, that I'm sure had freaking hats and probably had big belt buckles as well. But yeah, I wasn't doing all that just for one day. I'm liking how this turned out. Yeah, okay. Yes, I know, I'm just watching cowboys and horses and woo, whatever. But yeah, it's like, group activity, being with your cohorts or whatever, and just having a good time, because it's the Black Rodeo, Arizona Black Rodeo. It's the event of the weekend. There's so many after parties and comedy shows and everything going in town this weekend. So, with that, I am off to my first Arizona Black Rodeo.